too.
Exactly. Exactly.
You'll get one. You'll get one.
Oh yeah, it'll come.
That's how I felt about quail too. I mean, right out of the box. I mean, we had probably 6 or 7 showings in the first few days, and I was just way optimistic that we'd get that thing gone. And here we are 3 weeks later, and it's not gone yet. So it sucks. Yeah. Yep. So I thought, York County, Grafton School District, it'd be good. So,
yeah. Well, that I need that one to be under contract so that I can then get that seller as a buyer on another property. The seller for that property doesn't want to ratify until we are under contract. So the house of cards.
Yeah, the dominoes, man. I'll tell you what, Kelly knows all about those dominoes. I think she's got a 3 or a 4 thing going on right now, and it's just driving her crazy.
Woo.
Yep. Oh,
Actually, I do, and I'm on my day 6, and we're still not all together yet. I'm about to have a little mini nervous breakdown. It's all good. We're gonna all pull it all together, and it's all gonna be good. But yeah, I have been working on one that's been a little crazy. And while we're talking about that, so let me just say we do have it to where, and this is the one that I actually lost for my poor people. We're on our 5th offer for them. But my last one, we went as far because we were $30,000 over list price. We offered $5,000 non-refundable cash over appraised value if it didn't appraise, and they still didn't take it.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I have never in my 17 years seen a stronger offer than that. $30,000 over list price with a $5,000 non-refundable cash over appraised value, and they still didn't get it.
Oh, but that's not all. Don't forget, Jason, it still had a early possession agreement if we didn't close on time.
Which they would pay the rent on until they closed, I mean, it just,
and they still didn't take it.
That was mind-boggling. Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
That brings me to a question. How far out have you guys, or rather, what's the most home sale contingencies that you have heard of being connected? Did I say that right?
Yeah. So
I've only heard of 3.
Yeah, I've actually had a 3 in the past, but I think Kelly's probably had a 4 or 5 in the past. So.
Oh my gosh.
So my winter view that just closed yesterday was predicated on 5 buyers all the way back, and it was supposed to have closed 3 weeks ago, and the middle buyer had a mortgage issue.
Oh my gosh.
So 2 houses had closed, the third one didn't yet, but we kept hanging on and hanging on. I hang on forever, and it closed yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But we had people in hotels and trucks and everything. It was fun during COVID, I can assure you.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Look, I've been doing this a long time. In the last 2 months, I've learned a lot more than what I didn't know.
Isn't that the truth, man? You never stop learning, man. This industry is so interesting, and every day is a new lesson, and you'll take it forward with you. I always say, whenever I get one of those learning lessons, I always say, well, that's never going to happen to me again, So you would think eventually you would know it all, but I don't think we ever do. So, yeah.
No 2 contracts are the same.
Yeah,
right.
True. It's true. No 2 buyers, no 2 clients, no 2 contracts. So it's always going to be interesting for us, which is good, I guess. So, well, welcome to today's meeting, y'all. Thank you guys very much for being here. It's just after 12. Really appreciate you showing up and tuning in and connecting with the crew here. And so, man, we have had an amazing couple of months. And so, thank you guys for all that you do out there every single day, crunching the numbers and working with those buyers and sellers. You guys are killing it right now. So, very, very exciting time for us, even though we're quarantined. You know, people need to buy and sell, and you are making it happen. So thank you very much for that. I don't know if Stacya's pulled together our final numbers yet. It's a little bit early for May, but I can assure you it was powerful. Look at that! Oh my gosh, that is. You want to go through that, Stacya? That's just amazing. It really is.
Oh, we had, we always have a goal of 8 listings. This month we had 9 sale listings and 2 rental listings, so that's a total of 11. Our sales contracts, our goal every month is 3 million written volume. This month we did 4,842,400. Woo!
Wow.
It was 20 transactions altogether. If there's anything that's still out there that was ratified, I need it soon so I can make sure it's in the system so we get credit for it for the month. The average sales price was $284,847.06. And we had 8 closings. That was, I don't actually keep track of numbers for that, but we did have 8 closings for our transaction for the close for the month. With regards to the referrals given out, I think I'm a little off on my title, but I may be short, but I'm not exactly sure. But we had 5 mortgage referrals given, 16 title referrals, and Dawn informed me that there were 2 insurance referrals. I do know that she's got a couple others, but I just don't have contracts on them yet. So as soon as we get those, that'll be fabulous. For June so far, we've already started with we had 1 listing on the 1st of June. Thank you, Soren. And we had 1 sales contract on the 1st of June. Thank you, Evelyn.
Yay.
Nice.
So we're already starting June off on the right foot.
Hey, I turned mine in yesterday.
Yeah, that was after the fact.
Yeah, that was on the 2nd, Kelly. You're
I
too
only
late.
talk about the ones on the 1st.
Oh, Lord.
Or our first ones for the month.
Oh my gosh.
But that is that's our, I mean, we did awesome. You guys, when we had our last sales meeting, we were at like 1.8. And in like 2 weeks, y'all did 3 million. So congratulations. Keep up the good work. Thanks for keeping me busy. I still have a couple others to put in there to get to that 4.8, but when they pull numbers this month will be higher than we've been in a long time. So congratulations, everybody.
So really, really exciting stuff going on. And, you know, God willing, you know, we're going to continue to stay healthy, and our economy will continue to move forward, and you know, the trend will continue. And as we continue to work with our buyers and sellers and putting these deals together, man, I'm so tickled about, you know, the opportunity that's in front of us. So thank you.
Boy, look at all the June birthdays.
Right. We have 1 anniversary, and she's Prosperity. The rest are all birthdays. So it's La Chamel, Amanda, Vicky, Brian McCarty, Sandy, Victoria, Cheryl, and Scott. Congratulations. And then I do know I put on the save the dates, the lunch and learns, or learning at lunch, or whatever we're calling them. But with us not physically being in the office, it's become a little trickier to actually do. But if Jason ever plans on doing a virtual one, I have it scheduled for you guys. We just have to come up with a cool topic to talk about. So if there's something you guys ever want to know more about or want us to go more in depth on, just give us the topic and we'll plug it in there. Next Wednesday, we'll have what should be our last office meetup virtually, because that is actually the first day I should be back in the office, assuming they don't change anything between now and next Wednesday. And then our first back in the office meeting, sales meeting, would be June 17th. Again, assuming everything is where it's supposed to be.
Exciting. So yeah, man, golly, you know, I think most of you know, so this year, prior to COVID, what we were doing is every month we would, as a crew, go over to a restaurant, usually Buffalo Wild Wings, and the office would pay for the lunch for the birthdays or anniversary recipients for that month. So I'm kind of glad we're missing this one because it was a lot. So, but maybe we'll be able to make it up towards the end of the month. So
yeah, wait till October.
Yeah, October is a big month too.
You're really screwed in October.
So, Dudley, I see that your grandkid's graduating, man, and you said that that makes you feel old.
Yes, one of 13.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, man. So, well, I'm super excited to have you, my friend, and I like following your posts on Facebook. You got a lot of encouragement and positive stuff out there. So thank you for doing that. Yeah. Miss Dawn Kay, how's life in the insurance business?
Life in the insurance business is getting interesting, and the reason being, with everything that's going on, some of the smaller mom and pop insurance companies are kind of fading away, which makes competition a lot more strict. And I have seen some really crazy quotes that I've compared for clients where they are making deductibles like $9,000 just to get a premium down. And usually those deductibles are around $1,000 because that's for your standard perils like wind, fire, hail, lightning, and those things. I had a quote come across my desk for comparison for $9,300 for their deductibles. And they're slashing coverages. So please encourage your clients to chat with me about their insurance. Even if they don't go with me, I just want to make sure they're not getting hacked and slashed with their coverages. So that's something that's going on right now. I've seen a lot of it over the last week or so.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy, you know, and you know, I heard, you know, back at the beginning of the COVID thing that, you know, this was going to take its toll on a lot of, be it insurance or mortgage or title. You know, some of the companies just aren't built for remote processing and remote work. And then, you know, with all of the trials and the struggles of the, you know, the bond market and where these companies get their money from and how things work. So, man, it's kind of cool that you're there to be that backdrop and somebody that we don't have to worry about going away for those clients that do run into an issue with their, you know, current, because I think most people probably their default mode is to go to wherever they have their insurance now, be it renter's insurance or car insurance or something like that. And so we as agents, you know, have to encourage them to get a second opinion, you know, and talk to Dawn, just let her do an apples to apples comparison for you so that you can make sure that you're getting the best, you know, the best options, the best coverage, and the best premium. So
exactly. And it comes down to not necessarily the lowest price, because if you have a claim, you want the coverages to be there. So, you know, these hack and slash quotes that they're getting may look good now, but in the long term, they're going to be put in an awful financial bind.
Yeah. Good information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Brian McCurry with us?
Oh, hey, sorry, I joined a little late, but thank you. Great month. We had one of our busiest months ever in May. So thank you for your support. I wanted to just tell you too, some of the names I wrote down, Kelly Foster, I heard you on the call, Tad Sims, Sheena, Jason Everett, Jason Gooden. I've got one, Jim Petrowski. We did a seller side for him. I wanted to let you know, even though we're still doing them car side, if you need somebody to come to you, my first go-to person is Keith Rowe. He's able to come. That's how we did Jim's closing. He went to his house, closed the loan. So some people, like, they don't want to have car side. I'll send Keith, or I've got another list of vetted notaries that can come to you or come to the house or the business. So that is an option out there. But right now, we just had a conference call, and I'm told that I still need to do them car side. So I've got to follow those guidelines to keep everybody safe and our staff safe. We're doing it car side here. But if you do need the guy to come to you, we can do it. So does anybody have any questions on that part? Okay. All right, good. What I wanted to tell you too is wire fraud is rampant. These people are taking advantage of this COVID to try and, still do wire fraud. So be on your lookout for anything. There's so much going on with that. It's crazy. Are you guys seeing any like different tactics to divert funds or anything out there? We're seeing it and we're hearing it. So
I get emails every once in a while, but I just delete them. When I get an email from my bank or saying it, I delete it and just go to my bank and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, good. And everybody should be using that Long and Foster email as much as possible. So we have IT to back you up. But we are seeing a lot of people trying to hack into different things. So just be vigilant on that and let your buyers know. I think y'all do a great job of doing that. So thank you. But we just have to keep our guard up on every email, every file. But we're doing good. I think we're doing 100%. I don't know, Jason, have you seen the new numbers for the year or the month or?
No, not yet. But my anticipation is they will be great, just like everybody on this call.
Yeah. So thank you. Looking forward to a great, summer here and fall. Yeah,
me too. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. I've got a couple of slides that I'd like to share. I don't know if Stacia, you pulled them together. If you don't, I do. I have them pulled up.
I don't have them pulled out.
Okay, I'll grab them. So let me go into my share mode, and so wait a minute. Oh, host has disabled participant screen sharing, so that might be a setting. So basically, what I wanted to share with you guys, though, are the checklist. So you may
should be good to go now.
Most of you probably know that we have these checklists for your sales contracts and your listings. And so I think what happens, though, is that we become, as your experience level continues to grow, you kind of get away from the checklist. And so, sometimes we're missing some documents, or some documents weren't actually signed or not turned in. Or most recently, I think the documents weren't signed by both the husband and the wife, right? I think we have a violation now with RAIN because both sellers didn't sign the lead-based paint disclosure or something. So I just wanted to remind you guys that these are available both in digital and in on paper here in the office. And so as a word of encouragement, I think that it's a great idea to use these checklists whenever you put together a contract. And also know that anytime you have any document ratified by both parties, both sellers, or the seller, the buyer, whatever it happens to be, when you have a signed document, Stacia needs that. It needs to go into the file. And so when you write that contract and it becomes ratified and there's an agreement and Stacia needs to receive a copy of that. I feel like I've kind of dropped the ball on that in some ways, and so I want to make sure that you guys know that the checklist does exist. It will make your life much easier, and encourage you to share these with Stacia. So as you go through and you put your deal together, you can send the checklist along with all of the documents over to Stacia. That way, you know you've done everything right. Mm-hmm. And we can avoid any potential rain fines. So this is the one for listings right here. So everything that you might need is on this sheet, and you just go through and you check off what you have. And this is the one for sales or buyer side. Okay. I'll
include them with the video when we're done.
Okay. So if I have dropped the ball, I apologize, and I'm doing my best to reinflate it right now. So
it happens also, to the best of us.
I want to share this. Let me see. I gotta go. Hang on. Let me stop sharing this because I gotta go grab my PDF right here. So this, you guys have seen this. It comes out every single week. But the Go Giver lesson, the truth about selling, this was just past Friday. If you weren't on there, I would encourage you to go back here and click the little clapper and watch this. It was about an hour. You could skip through maybe the first 5 or 10 minutes, but it really got into some good, heavy, deep sales training stuff. And if you're not familiar with the Go Giver, it's that little red book, and highly recommended on most everybody's reading list. And so definitely, I think I have a couple of them. So if you want to borrow one, you're welcome to, or you could download it on Audible and listen to it. But if you haven't watched this particular training yet from this past Friday, I would encourage you to do that, because I've watched it twice now and really enjoyed it. And I've also sent it out to some people that I think would appreciate it, who aren't part of this office, because well, you guys automatically get it. And if they're not part of the office, they don't automatically get it. So I used it as an opportunity to reach out to people that I haven't talked to in a while. So there is that. So keep that in mind. Let me go back here. Did anybody happen to catch that Go Giver training? No, mom did. Yeah, it was good, right? Yeah.
She's muted.
Yeah.
Sharon, you're muted. Hold on. All right.
She knows.
Oh.
I muted myself because the dog was barking. Yeah, I saw that one, and I've been watching the others as I've missed them. I've signed up for all of them, but I don't necessarily catch all of them. But I would just say watch all of them. They're all excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, a lot of good content coming out of corporate. I'm just thrilled that they stepped up the way they did. So it used to be, maybe a weekly or a bi-weekly or a monthly training event, and it has turned into a almost daily event now to help us remain engaged and feel some sense of togetherness when we're not together. All right, let me go. I got one more thing I want to share with you guys, and this is really exciting. So if you're not sitting down, you should sit down. Let's see. Get out of here. Go back over here. Okay, you guys see this? Yes. You see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So listings to leads, you guys. So John couldn't be with us on the call today. He had something come up, but John and Prosperity Mortgage have stepped up to help me provide you this tool. And so it is going to be available to every agent in this office as an office paid tool. So no charge to you guys. And if you're not familiar with this, you will become familiar with it, because I think you're going to fall in love with it. Back in the day, when my focus was on sales, I had Zillow, I had Realtor.com, and I had listings to leads. And for years, I always referred to listings to leads as the most value for my money. And so I'm going to share this a little bit with you and kind of show you what you get. But it is a very, very powerful tool, and it's only gotten better. I haven't looked at it in the last few years because my emphasis wasn't really on sales. But it has only gotten better since then. So automated social media marketing and lead generation. And so they do these posts, your listing posts and things, and they automatically create the text. They put the emojis in there. You can go in and program your banners and whatever you want it to say, and it just happens automatically. So automated seller lead generation for social media. So Facebook is obviously the primary emphasis, but Instagram and Facebook are connected now. They have unlimited landing pages or squeeze pages. So you can create a squeeze page that talks about down payment assistance for first-time home buyers and drive people to a landing page where they can enter their information in exchange for the information that you want them to have with respect to a VHDA loan or a first-time buyer product in the state of Virginia. So lots and lots of cool stuff here. New construction might be something that you're interested in advertising. This can be video or it can be images. And so this is obviously a quick run through, but I want you guys to know that this is a very, very exciting enhancement to the tools that we already have access to. So landing pages, you can have a static image here, you can have a video here, there's a countdown clock for open houses, or maybe a virtual open house. Maybe you set this open house thing and you put it for Sunday at 3 o'clock, and this clock will count down. Anytime somebody clicks on it, they're going to see the real clock counting down to your virtual open house. They have single property websites, lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. It can be, again, it's fully mobile responsive. It can be image, it can be video, loads and loads of stuff. They have the virtual tours, the full screen right here. It's all mobile responsive. They have, oh, this is the coolest thing in the world. Have you guys heard about artificial intelligence or AI coming into the real estate industry? It's included in this package. So they have a text bot. It's artificial intelligence that will communicate with your leads. And so it's giving you an example here of what that conversation might look like when someone texts in for information or someone clicks on one of your landing pages. The computer will automatically begin this text conversation with them and send them over the property details and encourage them to schedule an appointment with you. So very, very cutting edge, high tech technology. The home value bot, somebody inquires about the value of their home, and you'll see the little bot here begins to communicate with them all while you're sleeping. So you are quite literally in a position to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through technology. And I just think, I think you're going to fall in love with this. I really do. It is very, very exciting, and I'm super thrilled to be able to bring this to you guys as an office expense. They have the text and IVR information hotlines, so you can advertise on your social media posts. Text 10001 to 2658, and it will automatically then send them the listing information or the home property, the single property website, and any details that you want them to have. So very, very cool. They have a review, a single property website where you can house all of your client testimonials and reviews, which I think is a really cool way to continue to brand yourself. They do offer print services, be it door hangers and postcards. You can order directly from them. I've never done that. They've got the e-flyer campaign that you can share with your sellers. Your sellers can share with their sphere of influence. everything links back to you and your profile. So this is really, really cool. So I've spent dozens and dozens of hours on listings to leads webinars over the years. This is one of the top lead generating tools that they have. It is a pre-formatted letter it's got this handwriting like text font on it. And the agents that use this are using it for farming. And so I think this is definitely something you're going to want to check out. I know, Soren, you're into the farming, you do a lot of direct mail. This might be something that you're really interested in. It looks professional. And there's all these links back to you, your information, and an opportunity for whoever receives this letter to get their instant free home evaluation online. So there's a Craigslist posting tool. I know a lot of people have gotten away from Craigslist since they don't allow us to use links anymore. But if you look, there's still a percentage of agents posting and dominating on Craigslist. Client review website. So all of your reviews can filter into this listings to leads landing page. All of your listings can filter into this listing landing page. What's cool about this too, you guys, is I need a drink. My mouth is dry. But what's really cool about listings to leads and why I fell in love with it initially, you guys, is because I didn't have any listings. When I was new, I didn't have any listings. And so I didn't feel like I had any products that I could market, you know. Listings to leads allows you to pull in any other listing from the MLS and pull in all of the data as long as you have permission from the listing agent. So what I started with when I signed up for listings to leads 7-8 years ago was HUD homes, because HUD homes are allowed to be marketed by any licensed real estate agent. So that's what I did. I went into my listings to leads account and I pulled in HUD homes, and then I used the listings to leads tools to market those HUD homes on social media and drive traffic to my websites. Absolutely cool, killer way to begin to market listings that aren't necessarily yours. And of course, you know, if you know an agent, or you know, if there's an agent in the office and they have an awesome listing, just ask them if they would mind if you start to advertise their listing a little bit online. I don't know who would say no to that, right? The listings agent's job is to get as many viewers as possible into that listing and generate the highest sale price. So lots and lots of ways to use these products. So what is your North Suffolk home worth? What is your Riverfront home worth? What is your Ghent home worth, right? They put in their address. There's a Facebook integration. So if they log in with their Facebook account, it automatically sends you back their email address and phone number instantly. They don't even have to enter it. They just click the little Facebook button and you get an alert that says, hey, this email address and phone number just inquired about their home value, and oh, here's the address that they put in. So very, very cool. So scroll through this a little bit. So cool. All right, so that's it for my brief demonstration. But I wanted you guys to know that this is coming. They have all of our paperwork and our application and everything, and so this is coming your way very, very soon, and I'm really, really excited about it. And I hope you guys will use it, take advantage of it, learn it. They do trainings all the time. They've got an entire library of training. They're very, very good. They have an awesome support team that can answer questions for you. So, and of course, I'll help as best as I can. I haven't used it in a few years, but it's only gotten better since then. So I think you'll really appreciate it. And if you do appreciate it, brag about it. Brag about it to your co-brokes and to the other agents in our marketplace, because you know, while our goal is to help buyers and sellers, my goal is to build this office and you guys can help me with that. So hopefully this is a tool that you really, really appreciate and think is amazing. So any questions about that so far?
I agree,
Did I put
Josh.
everybody to
What a
sleep?
great office we have.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you. So that, like I said, that's coming very, very soon, and I'm really, really jacked to be able to give that to you guys. And I think it could be a game changer. You know, like I said in my TGIF, we have all of the tools at our fingertips. We just have to set aside a little time to use and invest in them, and put them to work for us. And we can help a lot of people. So
I do have one thing to say.
Go ahead.
That wall is amazing.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I was there Saturday with my family because I rearranged my office. For those who've been in the office, will see a huge difference in my office. And oh, look, he's got something in the refrigerator. And we ate pizza, and I could see people across the way. It was amazing. It was amazing.
For you guys that haven't been here yet, the wall got cut down 16 inches, and now it's got a pretty white cap on it. Looks really good. And I think it really makes the room feel more open, inviting, and it feels a little more like a one room and not a divided room now. So really happy with that. I think you guys will appreciate it. So did somebody had a general question, I think?
Sharon.
Yeah, it's me. So yeah, I love the office too. In fact, we're doing I'm doing a principals review class there tonight. So I might even make use of that open space there.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
It is great. It's like you can see everything. It's like it makes it so much brighter.
It is, yeah. And for those of you that don't know, I moved out of the office. I don't want to have a desk at the office space so that Jason could bring in some new agents that need private space. So I'll be even at my house more. But I'll take one of the middle desks, guys. So when I do come in there, I'm going to clean one of those. But my general question, Jason, is I was watching a webinar this morning, I guess, about the open house. Yeah, the open house this morning. And they said, one of the agents said that their MLS feeds open house data to Zillow. And I've always had to go into Zillow and put my open houses there, even after it was put in rain. So do we know if it should be streaming it to Zillow and it's just not doing it, or does ours just not work that way?
No, you're exactly right. It should. And sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't, but it should automatically feed to Zillow, the open house information. Now I've seen it go into Zillow and then go away for whatever reason. I have no idea. It just disappeared. So I would encourage anybody who's thinking about hosting, or if you ever are hosting an open house, whether it be virtual or in person, you have to go in and make sure that all of these portals are in tune with the information that's in RAIN, and that your dates and times are in there. And because I've put in open house information 3 days before the open house and realized the day of the open house that the information was no longer there.
Right.
It's incredibly frustrating. I don't have certainly any control over that. So it's incumbent upon us as listing agents to do the best job possible for our client, even if that means we check Zillow every single day.
Yep. Okay. All right. I just thought maybe it was something in their area, because I don't know where everybody was that was on that.
No, it's here too. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
They were in North Carolina. That's where they were.
Yeah. Sometimes and it's that way with most of the websites. Sometimes it'll hit realtor.com right away. Sometimes it takes a day. That's why I always suggest putting your open houses in as early as Tuesday. Most definitely don't wait until Friday. Have an idea when you're going to do open houses. That way it can be promoted through our social media and make sure it's listed in other places.
One more thing.
Sorry, can I, while we're talking about that, also on List Hub, you know, when you check your List Hub, it's supposed to tell you how many hits you get on, you know, our website and other websites. And Zillow, it doesn't report Zillow hits. Do we know why that's the case? I mean, has Long and Foster blocked that?
No,
Yeah, because it used to report that, Sharon. I got
Yes,
that
they did.
question.
that might be a List Hub Zillow issue, not a Long and Foster List Hub Zillow issue.
The problem is Zillow still is the #1 site, so your clients are kind of looking for it.
I understand that, but I believe it's a List Hub Zillow issue, not a Long and Foster.
Okay, all right. Because I mean, I've always noticed, you know, that when you get them, well, like she said, it used to be there, and Zillow would have 400 hits, and Long and Foster would have 30. And so I wondered if maybe they canceled it because of that. But you know, I don't really send them to my clients anymore because there just doesn't seem to be enough reporting. So
This is the one I received today from that listing over on Quail, and you can see it's got Zillow 2,240.
Where?
We don't see it. You
You
haven't
don't see my screen share?
No.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on.
Well, see, and that was the other thing. It's like, okay, well, maybe my List Hub is just not set up right because mine doesn't show Zillow.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
You see this?
Yeah, we see that seller reports are 16% complete. And list of them.
We don't see when it pops open.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Oh, there it
This
is.
the one. This is the one from today. So I don't.
Oh, why does yours have it on there and ours doesn't? Okay, we got to check that.
Yeah, exactly. And we have to figure that out because mine is not on there.
We can investigate that because I've not noticed that it didn't show up. So it's still working for my sellers apparently. So we'll investigate that. We'll send them a message and find out if there's anything to that because it should be.
Are there settings you need to go into? Maybe you just don't have it picked.
No, I don't. It's all supposed to be automatic. And like Kelly said, mine used to show that. It doesn't anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll follow up on that and see what I can find out because it should still be there. Mine is always still been there from what I can tell. This is another thing, guys. If you're not familiar with List Hub, and if you're newer agent, it is a really cool tool that we have free access to through Long and Foster. And so what it does is it tracks the online activity of all of your listings, and then however you set it up, but every week it'll send you this report. You can have it automatically send this report to your seller. I don't normally do that because, you know, if it's not a good report, I might not necessarily want them to have it. But I always look at the report, and if it's a good report, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm sending this, right? So if you don't know you have that, you do have that. It's pretty cool, especially for the more popular properties because it tells them that your listing is performing at 93% of the similar listings in the area. So it really, really works to make us look great as listing agents. And it's another opportunity for us to communicate with them throughout the week when we may not have anything else to say. So you can say online activity has been amazing. So that's what that's there for. So. Yep.
Hey, Jason, when you said you don't send them if they're a bad report, what do you mean by that? Because when mine are bad, I tell them they need to reduce.
Well, you know what? That's a great point, right? That might be another opportunity to use it in a way that I haven't used it. So, yeah, if it says your listing is performing at 30% of the comps in the neighborhood, I'm like, yeah, okay, I need to do something. Maybe I need to get fresh pictures or something. But yeah, that's true. Usually they get stale after a while, obviously, and that report will literally show you how stale it has become. Yeah. So, Good, good. Anybody got anything? Was this a great meeting or what?
Great.
Remember,
Fantastic.
turn everything in.
Fantastic. Lovely.
Turn
Hey,
everything
I
in.
just want to say something real quick. During all this that's been going on, I want to thank all of our core services. I know John's not on here, but Dawn and Brian and John, y'all are awesome. You're always on top of everything. You're always there for us. And I'd also like to thank Jason, because you know what? You work really hard at what you do for us, and we do. I appreciate it. So thank all of y'all for
Thank you.
making us better agents through a pandemic.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you guys for being awesome, and you make it easy for us to look good.
That's right. That's right.
Right. Amen.
Hey, Stacia, thank you too, because you work really hard as well.
No, I don't. I watch TV all day.
Oh.
I'm not
You're
sure
not
I want to
supposed
go
to
back.
give away your. Hey, you're not supposed to give away your secrets.
Listen, I'm not sure I want to go back if I have to keep watching HGTV all day. We might need some new channels in there.
But if you decide to work from home, Stacia, I'm taking your office.
No, I made that office pretty. I'm coming back sometime.
Daisha, with the production last month, I don't know how you were just watching TV. You had to have been working.
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
The good
Trust
thing
me.
is, though, is she can do it on her time.
And,
Yes.
and Kyle hasn't caught up to y'all yet. So and he turned in 5 contracts in the last 2 days. I
Awesome.
think most of those are for June though.
Yay for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys did amazing. So keep it up. Y'all
Yep.
can't
Keep it
slow
up.
down.
That's right. Don't start slacking off now
That's
just
right.
because you got some kudos. Keep it up.
Bring me some more listings. Bring me some more sales contracts. Bring it.
Don't worry, I'm going out of town. It'll definitely happen.
Bring it.
Yeah. It really should get much busier. I mean, that's what, the webinars are saying, the experts are saying, that the rest of this year in 2021 is really going to pick up. So.
And Soren, Kelly probably does have something brown on her nose. And Vicky said she might have a house in Governor's Point later. So go Vicky. She's selling all the way from Florida.
Right.
Awesome.
Go Vicky.
All right,
No
gang.
brown, just making a true statement.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys know where I'm at. Call me, text me, email me. We'll see you maybe next week.
All
That'd be
right.
awesome.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all have
Bye,
a great day.
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.